Show is presented by Window Concepts and Affinity Plus Federal Credit Union.
How's our top down here? Elite, man, that's what it is.
This is the Gopher Coaches Show.
Welcome into the Gopher Coaches Show. I'm Ahmad Hicks alongside new addition Parker Fox and head men's basketball coach Niko Medved. So before we get into last night's game and ask Coach to recap everything, Parker, welcome to the show. We appreciate you. I know the last time you were here, you were a player. How does it feel to be on the other side of things now?
Well, the knees don't hurt as much sitting in this chair, I'll tell you what. But, no, I'm glad to be here. Appreciate you having me.
Now, you guys know Parker used to play for the Gophers last year, and for a couple of seasons he played here. I guess tell fans right now before we dive into the show, what are you up to now? What's life like after graduation?
Yeah, still hanging out here in Minnesota, as you know, hometown kid. So grateful to be here. Doing some stuff with the Big Ten Network, doing some stuff with Hockey Day Minnesota upcoming here a little bit. So just trying to dip my toes in all things media here in Minnesota, and I'm grateful to be a part of it.
Booked and busy. All right. We love to hear that post-graduation. Now, Coach, let's talk to you. A tough loss last night by the hands of the Ohio State Buckeyes. Yet another game that you guys were in it. Felt like you were right there, but I know you're not one for moral victory. So what's your takeaway from that contest last night?
Well, before that, I got to see, does Parker have another year of eligibility? You know what I mean? We see him all the time. With everything that's going on right now, we might see if we can sneak another year. But, yeah, it was. It's another heartbreaker. I mean, our guys are finding ways to put themselves in position, and thought we had a chance right there in regulation, you know, to maybe walk off a huge road win, but just couldn't quite get over the hump. And you're right. I'm not into moral victories. I mean, I think the guys are giving us a lot. This group, they're putting themselves in position, and you know, the best league in the country right now. But we're not here for that. We're trying to find a way to get over the hump. So. It's emotionally difficult and physically difficult too, right? These guys playing so many minutes, but we just got to keep going, you know. So that's the thing, you know. You want to be easy to please, but hard to satisfy. You know, you're looking for a lot of good things that we're doing, but we can't be satisfied with just coming close.
Right.
Coach, I got to ask you about Jalen Crocker-Johnson. 26 points, 8 rebounds last night. He's kind of been the steady rock for you guys. How do you continue to rely on him? Obviously, he came from Colorado State with you, but how do you rely on him throughout this stretch of the Big Ten?
Well, he's an everyday guy. He's an everyday guy in his approach and practice, you know, around the team and the huddles. He's such a great young man. He's one of my favorites. He's a tough guy. And he's just, you know, he played so well last year for us, you know, in conference season. And I think now he's, you know, finding his footing and understanding that here at the, you know, even the next level, he's able to do the same thing. So, yeah, his confidence is growing and growing. And his teammates have a lot of confidence in him. And, yeah, he's been terrific here and was just terrific last night in the second half.
Coach, when you look at this stretch of 4 games that you guys have been on, it's a 4-game losing streak, but all these games, it felt like you were in it with the final couple of minutes of the game. What does that tell you about your team and the identity moving forward?
I think that, you know, again, it's the best league in the country, that they're really buying in and believing in kind of the way we have to play to give ourselves an opportunity. I think that's really encouraging for these guys. It says a lot that they keep coming back even when they have their heart broken. They keep coming back into the fight the next day. And you just got to believe if you keep putting yourself in position, you're going to find a way to break through again, you know. And yeah, but 3 of these 2 overtime losses, you know, another, you know, heartbreaker at the buzzer against Wisconsin, but it's part of being in this and part of being in the arena. But the great news about the Big Ten is you keep getting opportunities.
Yeah, that's true.
That's exactly right. And I think one of those opportunities for you guys has been your offense. I think the identity that your offense has kind of created, I know you won't say it's an exact Princeton style of offense, but it's a lot of cutting. Everybody has to be able to pass, cut, and shoot. How has that kind of continually put you in position to win basketball games?
I think, you know, the unselfishness. We haven't been turning the ball over. We've been finding, you know, turning down good shots for great shots. I think the guys are really buying into that. You know, every team's unique. You know, we've had to, you know, you look at your personnel and you've had to kind of try to flip things around here or there to put guys in the best positions to be successful. But to their credit, you know, they're really figuring out, you know, their role within what we want to do. We weren't very good, you know, yesterday in the first half. We knew we would see a good bit of zone and just weren't as aggressive as we needed to be. But I thought in the second half we were much better.
Coach, when you look at the makeup of your roster, obviously you guys are playing a lot of minutes for your starters, probably averaging 30 minutes plus per game per starter. is there any relief coming? I was looking on Message Boards last night. They're like, what's the status of this guy? When is this guy coming back for you as a coach? Can you kind of answer when you will have relief or if you will?
No, unfortunately, this is what it is the rest of the season. You know, those other guys are out with season-ending, injuries, and that's just what it is. So, honestly, we haven't spent 1 second thinking about it because there's nothing you can do. You have to control the controllables. And so, yeah, these guys are going to have to continue to play heavy minutes. Like we've talked about it before, it makes practice a challenge. We have to continue to find ways to get better. But you can't come back and practice the heck out of them either. So, but they've been doing a good job of that. But it is what it is. This is the group that we have the rest of the year. But, I have confidence that they're going to stay with it and they're going to keep improving.
Yeah, I think it's something that's always vital in college basketball is player development, right? And you only have these 7 guys that you're playing, and it's tough, and you want guys fresh and healthy. Is there a way you continue to approach player development with that kind of mindset is, hey, we got these 7 guys, we need them available, or is it kind of put on the back burner and say we need these guys healthy?
No, I think we've always done that. I think, we talk about daily vitamins with the guys, daily individual work and film. I think those things are maybe more critical than anything. If you want a better team, your individual players have to improve. And so I think we'll always stick with that. I think where the challenge comes is in your practice preparation, don't have the numbers to do as much live stuff. These guys don't get subs in practice either. So, how are we able to be creative and, limit reps while still trying to be sharp and do those things? It's been a challenge, but I think it's something as a coach you have to embrace too. If you're asking your players to embrace it, well, you have to embrace it as a coach too, and you have to model that. And I give the players all the credit. I mean, they're the ones who are coming in every day and keeping their spirit up. They're buying in, and it's a credit to them that they're giving themselves an opportunity in all these games. But hey, let's find a way to get over the hump here again.
Coach, what's that fine line of pushing your team, challenging them to be better, but also being understanding that, look, these guys are probably a little burnt out. Like, we got a lot of games left to play. What's that mindset like at practice as you approach the final stretch of games?
Well, I think the one thing you can never buy into is you can never let, oh, woe's me, feel sorry for yourself, creep in, because then you just give yourself an excuse to not perform your best. And you can't do that here. You can't do that in life, and that's not something we're gonna buy into. So I think it's keeping that. It's like you said, you want to be easy to please as a coach in the sense of you hunt the good things. You try to help build confidence in your players, but you're never satisfied. There's still more. You can look at the game last night, and there were more opportunities for us. We've got to find a way to make a few more plays in those situations, and I think that's the message, but you can still keep the guys positive. You can let them know you're moving in a good direction. You can appreciate the hard work and the trust that they're giving you, but you can't be satisfied. And once you start letting excuses creep in and giving yourself an out not to give yourself the best, well, that's what people are going to do, and we can't let that happen.
Just under 2 minutes left in this block. Coach, when you talk about the makeup of this team, good teams we all know are player-led teams. Who's that leader inside that locker room when things haven't been going well for this team that's picking everybody up and saying, you know what, come back to practice, we got this the next game?
I think that's a great question. I think I really see, Jalen Crocker-Johnson really, understanding that and using his voice more. But I'm seeing it from all the guys, collectively kind of understanding and believing what we have to do, pushing each other, help them try to bring the best out of each other. And so I think I'm really seeing the whole group really grow collectively that way.
I think a lot of Gopher fans are also intrigued about recruiting, right? I think the importance of keeping Minnesota kids home is something that Gopher fans are always a big fan of. Is that something that you've identified coming back home to Minnesota, is finding ways to keep that in-state talent around?
Yeah, I think it always starts there, but it's still got to be the right, do you know what I mean, guys? You want the best Minnesota kids who fit you, that really want to play here, that are a great fit for us. Those are the guys that you want. But I think, you can't all of a sudden just say, hey, we're just going to recruit Minnesota guys because they're from Minnesota, just like we wouldn't recruit somebody else, if they weren't a great fit. But yes, I think that you want these kids from here, from at home, to really want to wear that M on their chest, want to represent our program and build something that they can be proud of. And we want those players. And there's a good amount of them, right?
Yeah.
That can really help us, get to the next level. We want them to want to stay home.
Coach, quick question as we wrap up this first block. What's recruiting been like since you've been here at the University of Minnesota, and what are some of those advantages you're seeing?
I think it's been great. I mean, we play in the best league in the country. You look at this facility that we're in right now. We have an amazing city and community. I think that we have, a system and a culture that's been proven to be successful. We've had players play at the highest level, have gotten better. We've won at every place we've been, and so I think there's a lot to be excited about here, and I think we feel that from recruits, and we just got to continue to build on that.
All right, recruits, if you're watching this right now, Coach Niko Medved, if he's recruiting you, he would love to have you here in this gorgeous facility that they have. Now we have to burn one of our TV timeouts, but when we return, we're going one-on-one with the Gopher starting point guard. We'll have that coming up after the break. We'll see you there.
Welcome back to the Gopher Coaches Show.
All right, you just heard Coach Medved. Welcome back to the Gopher Coaches Show. So before the break, we spoke about recruiting and keeping in-state talent here in the state of Minnesota. One player that Coach Medved recruited hard, and as soon as he got here, was his own point guard, Isaac Asuma. He was already on the roster last year from Ben Johnson's squad, and that was one of the first players that Coach tried to keep here intact for the U. Let's take a listen to what he had to say earlier this summer when I spoke with him one-on-one. We're standing here in front of one of your favorite places on campus. Can you explain why Williams Arena is one of your go-to spots?
Yeah, Williams Arena's got to be my go-to spot. It's our home court where we play. We spend a lot of time here in the season, so last year, majority of the year spent here, and it feels like home, so I love it.
What was it about this place that was so special to you in high school that said, I'm staying at home and this is where I'm going to play, basketball in college?
I think it was like from a state tournament experience, just playing on the court. It was definitely a blessing. Like, man, I'm on playing where the Gophers play. Like, that's awesome. It's like, then I got the offer to come play here, and I was like, I can't pass up on that. Like a home state kid, like being at home, my family can watch play. It's definitely special.
Tell me about the first time you came to Williams Arena. What was your, expectations, and what was your thoughts of the stadium?
I think my first time I was here, it was for the state tournament my sophomore year, and I walked in, I'm like, man, this is sweet. Like, I heard they had the elevated court. Like, I watched games on TV, but that was my first time in person. But it was definitely just like a wow, like shocking moment, just looking around and then eventually playing and being here now.
So tell me, this university, you got the football stadium right next door, you got the hockey arena right over here. What is it about this university that's so special to you?
I think we got a lot of support. Like, everybody in Minnesota wants us to do well, wants us to succeed, so I can definitely feel that backing us.
What's it like on campus, just the vibes on here on game day when you're coming to the arena, you see all the people out and whatnot? What's that like for you?
Yeah, obviously it's basketball season's a little different because it's cold out, like everyone's bundled up, but we get into the arena early and then we just watch the people fill, like watch people find their seats. It's like, man, they're all coming to watch us play. It's like, it's a blessing, like it's like showtime.
What is it about that raised court that's just so special to all you basketball players here in Minnesota?
I feel like it's like a platform, like a stage kind of. Everyone's like looking up, looking to you, so I think that's why it makes it special.
What is it about Niko Medved that said, I'm staying here and I'm not going anywhere, I got you?
Yeah, I think from our first conversation, loved everything he had to say. Just about the future of the program, where he wants to take us, and I wanted to be a part of that. I'm like, that's something I can't miss out on.
As a recruit and as a player, how hard is it in the landscape of college nowadays with the NIL, the transfer portal, and the consistent turnover of teams to say, you know what, I'm going to be loyal to one program?
Yeah, definitely it comes with it's a long process of being like, okay, is this where I'm going to fit at? Like, you want to see the coach, the transport, all that, like taking all your options, but ultimately, like, Minnesota's my home. I wanted to be here. Coach Medved wanted me here, so I'm like, yeah, this is perfect.
I need to know the best arena in the Big Ten.
Williams Arena, it's got to be.
Why?
Special, it's home.
For you, what is it about this team this year? You guys have 11 new players on it, 4 new assistant coaches, yet everyone thinks that you guys are going to be better than you were in previous years. What is it about this team and this makeup that has you guys believing?
I think already in the first 5 weeks, everyone's already bought into what Coach Medved and all the coaches are trying to put in. So I think with that, like all the guys we got, like they're all ready to go, ready to turn this thing around. Everyone's here for the right reason. So.
All right, I need to ask you about tailgating. Then you talked about the football stadium and how like everybody's out here when it's warm. Which one of your fondest memories of just being around this university on a game day during the football season?
It's definitely being on the field with recruits. Just we walk in right next to the student section. The student section's going crazy for all of us. That's definitely like one of my favorite experiences of just walking to the stadium. Everyone's streets are flooded, and we get out there on the field. It's like, man, this is awesome.
So what did you remember most about your recruitment trip when you came here and you got to go to the football stadium?
It was definitely the student section. Like they're all like, "Yo, come over here!" Like, "You'll be a Gopher!" Like all getting hyped for me and stuff. I'm like, "Yeah, this is awesome."
So, tell me, how was your freshman season? How did you rank it? What did you think you needed to improve on and stuff?
I thought it was a good year. I got tons of experience in the Big Ten. A lot of minutes to build on for this year. Like obviously, working all around on my game, but I'm ready to take that next jump.
When you step into this arena and this beautiful place next year, what are fans going to expect, or what are they going to see from Isaac Asuma?
They're going to see an aggressive player, ready to go from the get-go. Just making shots, finding my teammates, defending hard, doing what I do.
How many times have you walked up to this arena, looked at these flags right up here, and just said, "Man, there's nothing better than this"?
Every time I come here, I'm like, you can never take it for granted because there's so many people that kill to be in this opportunity. It's like, man, it's a blessing to be here every day, to have this gym for us that we can go to whenever we want. It's just awesome.
And what do your parents and your family say about you staying home, you representing this university?
Yeah, my mom and dad were definitely really happy about it because my brother's coming here too in the future. So just for them to be able to come and watch me play, they went to every home game last year. It's just special to have them there backing me.
A family affair at the university. So who's the better athlete in the family, you or your brother?
It's definitely me.
No questions asked?
No questions. If we're he's the sports baseball, so if we're playing baseball, I'm striking him out.
Are you striking him out?
Yeah.
All right, if you guys are playing in a game to 11, how many points is your brother scoring on you?
0. It's 11-0.
Pretty competitive, huh, bro?
11-0, yo.
You're not going to give him a bucket?
Never.
Not even an easy free throw or anything?
Can't give him anything.
So what's it going to be like when your bro steps on campus here and he's here watching you as a University of Minnesota athlete?
Yeah, like it's going to be special just having him here with me to be in the stands. Like he came to a lot of games last year, but when he's on campus, like I'll see him around, like to hang out with him more, so it'll be cool.
Tell me something about this university that no one knows about, that you're like, this is why this place is great.
It's got to be all the food spots, really.
Really?
Like there's just so much on campus to eat. Like you go downtown, it's 5 minutes away. Like get so much food. So I love eating food, love doing all that. So
I need your best recruiting pitch right now for a recruit. They're going to be watching this during the Gopher Coaches Show. They see the beautiful weather in the summertime. What are you telling a recruit to come about Minnesota and why they should come here?
Hey, I'm going to say we're building something special. Like you want to come and be the start of it. You want to help us turn it around. Come right now, come be the start.
Yeah, speaking about something special, Isaac Asuma, a guy that I had the chance to play with. To share a quick story, I remember we were running sprints, probably the first week of practice, and I'm the 25-year-old, 8th-year senior, and here comes this 17-year-old from the Iron Range, just cheering everybody on. He had the most energy, he had the most excitement, and he was trying to get everybody else going while we were kind of all in the dumps running sprints. So I think that speaks a lot about him. Coach, you've had the pleasure to be with him now for a couple months and be around him. How important of a piece is he, not only for what you want to do on the court, but building the brand and the team together kind of mentality that you want to build here in Minnesota?
Yeah, you know, the first thing, I mean, Isaac's got a lot of ability as a player. I think he's got a chance to be a special player here. But more than that, he's just an amazing young man. I mean, I love being around him. He's got that infectious spirit and energy. He's got unbelievable character. He's the kind of guy that, you know, whether it's your children or a donor or anyone he interacts with, he's got that way of making you feel like you've known him forever. That's really special. Not everybody has that. And so having a guy like that, being from Minnesota, who's so proud about, you know, being in our program and is excited about where we're going, I think that just matters immensely. And then on the court, you know, he's really grown. And I think this opportunity, even with some of the injuries, he has to take on even a bigger role. And I think he's really embracing that and he's growing through that. And I think, you know, his best days are coming.
All right. Well, you heard Coach about Isaac Asuma. We'll take a quick timeout break. But when we come back, we're talking about the Gophers' upcoming schedule and how they prepare to get ready for that gauntlet. We'll be right back.
the Gopher Coaches Show.
Welcome back to the Gopher Coaches Show with head men's basketball coach Niko Medved. So just around 2 minutes left in the show, Coach. First question for you. You said it earlier in this program. It doesn't get easier. You go through a stretch of tough games. You got more tough games coming up. Top 10 opponent in Nebraska coming to the Barn this weekend. What's your mindset ahead of that game?
It's what you sign up for. You want to be part of, college hoops at this level, and yeah, they keep coming. It's an unforgiving deal, but like you said, every time you look around, there's another opportunity, and so that's the way we look at it. It's going to be great to be back home here in the Barn. I think our students are back, right? That's going to be a good thing. The crowds have been growing, and early game on Saturday, so what a great opportunity for our guys. Nebraska's playing at a high level right now, and their ranking is what it is, and they've earned that through how they've played. So, but great opportunity for us. We're excited to get back out there in the Barn in front of our fans and see what we can do. Yeah, without diving too deep into the X's and O's of Nebraska and everything, how important is it for you guys to get back home, a place where you've been successful this year, and kind of get back to the DNA of who Gopher basketball is, especially back home early morning on Saturday? Yeah, I mean, I think it'll be great. Our guys, continue to get better, and I think even on the road we've performed, pretty well here, as of late. So I just think it's fun to play anywhere. I like playing on the road too, but there's nothing like playing at home in the Barn. And I think our students had shown out a little bit even on break, but now again having them back, I think it's going to be a great opportunity for us. So it's what you live for. It'll be exciting. 11 o'clock on Saturday. We'll have to bring our A-plus game, but we know that, and our job is to make Nebraska have to bring theirs too. The games at Williams Arena are always fun when the fans are there. The student section is packed. One quick question. Have about 35 seconds left in the show. You get a chance to play another team twice this season in Wisconsin. You typically don't do that with this Big Ten schedule. Quick rundown on how eager you are to get that matchup again after this next. I think it's great. I kind of enjoy these leagues I've been in. Like the Mountain West was a true round robin. You play everybody twice. I kind of like that, sort of the chess game and the rivalry between that. So yeah, what another great opportunity to go down to Madison and get our crack at the Badgers there. And get a win, come back home with a W, most importantly. Thank you all for watching this show. We'll see you all next week.